Are we up and running? Let me reset this because, yeah, we're not gonna just skip. We're gonna start this after everything is set up correctly. When I receive a confirmation that we are up and running, let me go to YouTube. I have to go to YouTube and then check in this second screen if we are if we are streaming correctly, because it has been a while since I record videos. Yep, we are up and running. We are open and running. I changed my microphone volume. I think now it's kind of a little bit better. And today, what I want to do today is just write a unit test. Yeah, a unit test for my API. Something that I'm not too much familiar with. Because it turns out we fix it. We did it. We fixed the issue with the synchronization. Yeah, I can show you. Just this is Android. So here in the Android, I have a bunch. I have to connect all my applications. So I have iOS here on this side. This is my iPhone. This is my Android. And just in case, let's run the desktop as well, so you can see ThePrice in action. I think I did it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it fixed the issue with duplicate payments. What's a huge issue? Not gonna lie. What's something that was really bothering me? Take my sleep. So desktop's running. Everybody, let's see. So all the devices are connected here. Let me just check the API side. Where's my API? So many things open here. Well, let me check here if we are up and running. We are up and running. So this is the API. Oh, the problem with the desktop version is that I cannot minimize this. I kind of know how to minimize the desktop version, but I still have to fix this. And look, the resize, the screen resizing, screen responsiveness is not that good. The app should appear like this, but this is just look exactly like the mobile version, right? This is a desktop version. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know how to design desktop apps, but I want something like just like this. This one over here. This. Can you see it? I think you're not able to see because my face is right in the front of the app. But look, let me show you what I mean. This type of application over here is what I want for my desktop. But right now it's just this whole screen over here. They appear, and then if I press an icon in the top bar, it will hide. But the app will still running in the background. And let me move my now you can see the three applications running. Desktop in the middle, the Android here, and iOS over here. Everything looks amazing. So let's log in. Let's log in first. Android. So we are connected. And second, let's log in into iOS, so you can see everything up and running. This is a live demo. I'm not afraid to have errors happening. So let's see if we already can see the synchronization happening. So in the background here, you can see if events from the backend. So yeah, that's what it is. This is synchronization happened, changing things here in the Android, also change things in the iOS side. If we change something here in the iOS, we should see the changes in the Android and vice versa. So, oh yeah, let me log in into the. So this is how we log in into the desktop. Sucks. The login in desktop right now sucks because I want to show you. So you will open a browser, to make the authentication happen, and meanwhile the desktop will keep waiting. This happen, and then when you finish the authentication, you will see your login information here. Kind of confused, right? But yeah, it is what it is. This now we have the 3 apps up and running. Let me see if this is so February. I was already afraid that this was broken. As you can see, everything up and running. It's the problem with duplication is that sometimes duplicate payments, the same payments from the same payments for the same month will be created, were created. Verbs, right? Were created, and the synchronization stopped happening because they have different IDs. So all my logic in the backend side would not work because I depend. What I do is I check the payment ID to update locally. So if we have 2 payments for the same bill and in the same month with different IDs, the synchronization would not work. But now this is fixed because in the database we don't have any duplication anymore. And what's causing the duplication, right? That's something that took me a little bit to understand, but it's pretty really simple. It's because in every month, like, let me explain. So the issue was in a lot of places actually. Was in the logout or wasn't in login, because when you log in for the first time, let me log out here from one device. So when you log in for the first time, I was fetching the bills and then the payments and saving locally. But the issue with this is first of all, when I save the bills, and add the bills locally, I have events. I have flows. Events we call flow, Kotlin, coroutine flows that will emit notifications to a specific use case that I have in in the home screen. That a new bill was added, so I can rendering the payments for that bill, right? So my screen works like this. Let me go view home view model. So home view model has a use case there. I keep listening to changes in the database. This get payments. What we are doing here is listening to. That's why I don't like to record videos, because I spend so much time. I waste time explaining stuff instead of working into my app. But anyway, so I have this. What is this? Combine returns what? A flow. So yeah, we'll call coroutines flow, but it is a flow, right? Which is what is a coroutine flow? This is a good question. If someone asks, coroutine flows. What is coroutine flows? How can I describe what is coroutine flow in Kotlin. Because I wanna know the definition. I know that's a stream of data, but I don't know how to define this. Coroutine flow is an API for handling asynchronous data streams that emit multiple values sequentially over time. Built on top of coroutines, it allows for writing complex reactive asynchronous code in a clear sequential style without blocking the main thread. It's not helping. It's not helping. So flow, what is a flow? What is flow? What is flow? Yeah, man. This is so stupid. Let me see what how the definition that I have in my book. Hold on. This book over here. Oh. Yeah, wasting time just to explain what is flows are. What are flows, right? Channels. Because I like this book. This book, by the way, I don't know if you can see it. It's this book. Let me check if you can see it. This book. Let me change my camera. Yeah. We don't have any camera happen here. Let me see properties. Mac Pro camera. Yeah, it's okay. It's not okay. Forget about it. Let's change for this part. Keep going like this. Let me check for this. What flows are? Sequential channels. We have channels. And the last chapter we're going to discuss about, we have a discussion about flows. Let me see. In this chapter, introduce a code are meant to handle synchronous stream data, but in the higher level of abstraction, better tooling. Conceptual flows are similar to sequences, except that each step of a flow can be asynchronous. It also easy to integrate flows through structured concurrency, avoiding leaking resource. However, flow and I just wanted the simple explanation. What are flows, man? What the heck? Flows provides a very okay. With my own words, you know what I mean? A synchronous data stream is the API. That's what it is. It's an API to handle asynchronous data streams. Regular. That's what flows are, I guess. An API to handle asynchronous data streams. And that's what I have here. I have a combine operator that will return a flow of a result of a combination of two other flows. So I have a flow with the mutable state flow with the current date, and I have another mutable flow that get the first payment date. Is this correct? It is get oldest payment record data. Date, actually. So this use case will return the oldest starting billing start date. That's what this use case will return. Yeah. So with these two combinations, I use these two combinations, the current date plus the oldest billing start date to handling all the payments. That's what I do. And when this change, when this information over here changed, I will run the gap payments again. The current date will change. So when you navigate to another payment like this, this combine will emit values again, and I will entering all the informations that should appear here. So for instance, here we have only one payment because health plan is the oldest. This is the oldest available start billing date. Okay, this is the oldest. November 3rd. How to say this? How to say this in English? I have no idea. Third,
November 30th.
30th, November 30th. So this is the last date I have registered. This is the last record that I have. So, and I will show all the payments that exist in this period, which in this case is just the health plan, and so on and so forth. So this is how I handled my bills. But some cases, for instance, if you go ahead to the last month, this is the last month that I allowed to be handled. The next month. So currently we are in February. So the next month will be March. This is the last thing I let the app handle. But March and then April. When the current date is March, the app will automatically generate the April payments. And that's one of the things that cause the duplication in my app. It's because if I don't have, if you're looking like this, you just the first time you log in the app, you see February, and you never navigate, you never had navigated to March, for instance. March was never created in a database. Was never created in the application. So if two users logged in and saw, not two users, but two sessions looking this, just logged in and looking at the same month, and then I navigate to this month, the database will create a new bill, will create a new payment. But the first thing I will receive from this side is just the bill. And then this device will try to create a payment as well automatically. And that's when we have two payments created. One from this side and another from this side, because this is automatically creating. And this also will receive we have a new bill added, so we need to rerun this entire thing again. Because this get payments also, I forgot to explain this, because get payment, this use case is observing, is listening to events, listening to the data streams from the bill repository. So listen for all the bills that are currently with this status. I think status is active. Yeah. So every time we change the local database, we're going to react to this change right over here. And this change could cause a creation of a new payment. So when I was fetching first only the bills and then the payments. The first fetch cause this new payments be created locally. But now what I do is just fetch everything at once, bills and payments in a single object. So now I would just start a transaction, and during the inserting data into my database, this use case do not receive anything. I just this use case will just receive updates when I finish the transaction, the database transaction. So when they all the bills and payments are inserted, just after that, this use case will receive information, and I will have all the payments already in the right place. So no extra payments, duplicate payments will be created. So I had to do this for the login and also for the what else? What else? I have to change another place that I don't remember. When we are sending information. So the in the uh, uh, service end events. So the place where I'm listening to synchronization events. I'm also now when a new bill is created, I just insert the bill and its payments at once. So this is also what's causing the duplication, but not anymore because I fixed this. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. What happened is that I was first inserting bills and then payments. Now I insert everything in once, and that's avoid the local database to create unnecessary payments. That's pretty much it. Really, really hard to explain that shit, man. I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about, but that's I will create a separate video just to talk about this for sure. So let me see. I think, but now I have another issue in the app that I just noticed that if I keep app, some apps will lose the connection, lose the SSA connection. I have a server send event connection with my backend. So this is what allows us to keep updating in real time all devices. But sometimes some devices, not some devices, the iOS and desktop version, they just close the connection for some reason, and then receiving. I stopped receiving events for in this, and then the applications do not update the UI. But this is another issue. For duplication, we are good. We are not duplicating anymore. So as you can see, we can log in, log out. We can also delete stuff if we want it. When we delete stuff here, all all other devices will also have this data deleted. We could change specific values. If we go over here, if I change this to, I don't know, 1000, this should be updated. This should be reflected in other devices, as you can see. And that's pretty much it. If I change from here, say this is not unpaid, and I just update this change should reflect in other devices as well, and vice versa. All devices are connected. But again, it's not the best approach. I know this is a lot of issues with this approach, but one of them was this duplication happening. That's what was on me. And right now, we just want to finish this and write a couple unit tests just to guard future changes. Unit tests in the desktop side because I have a pipeline, CI/CD pipeline running for the backend side, and one of these steps is the unit test. Yeah, right now I have to write this unit test stuff. I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's not not proficient in Golang. But yeah, it's gonna be good. Let's start it. Oh, this song's so loud. I would take. I think this is gonna be copywriting, copywriting issues with this song. But I don't care. I don't care. Now I'm lost. Yeah, I want to know where, how I will start this test. I don't even remember. Cut the key to hand. Boom, 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 boom. The store test. I don't even remember. Not gonna lie. I'm using Postgres test container. And then I start a container with this test store. What is the test store? Let me take a look. Test store. It's a new store using this Postgres connection. So I use my real store over here. Yes, this is my real storage. So it's new storage. We're going to use we're gonna use, I think we're gonna use the Postgres doc container, test container, Postgres test container connection string to create this test storage. Let me see. So we have a migration up. We have everything happening in the container, test container. Okay. Yeah. It's impossible to do this. Listen to music and also we keep streaming at the same time. This is impossible. How many? 27 minutes streaming. I think I'm going to bounce. I'm going to bounce. Just to record something today. It's what I wanted. I need water, man. I need water. I need water, guys. Sleeping pills help me get back to cheap sex and films help me get where I belong. Baby, I think you could. Let's start this. Let's start it. I know what I remember is that Go. You have to, in Go, you have to create the test in the same file, but with a different name. So store test. You have to, I think you have to use test in the name, and then the compiler will automatically understand what you're trying to do. I will just copy everything that is here. So these are comments that I leave. Comments that I live in the in that live. I left. Comments that I left in the source code, just to learn a little bit about things that I'm using. HTTP handlers are simply functions that handle incoming HTTP requests and send response back to the client. So that's why unit test helps you with understanding what you're doing a little bit, I guess. We use a handler test switch, so we're gonna call this Bill. No, but this is HTTP, right? I don't wanna. No. We are in the wrong place. I'm trying to write tests. It's not for HTTP. I swear I had tests for my store. I guess I don't. That's weird. I swear I had tests for the storage. For bills. That's what I thought. So legal, let me copy one of this store user. Wake from his sleep. Close others. That's the test. There's type storage, user storage. Switch. Test storage. Public. It's all your hell. PG test container. Test container. I need the context. No. This is bad vibe as fuck. I love it. So this is the first function the test switch should have when you're using. I remember this test containers. Is you have to use this user storage, but I'm not only using test containers. I'm also using the setup, this test switch and stuff. So it's not user. It's will be Bill. So I'm creating my switch for my new test bills. So setup switch. I like this. Similar to Kotlin, Android, a little bit. Gonna start creating pause test container. Let you choke. Let you choke. So what first thing we do? Postgre PG test container. Oh, we are saving stuff in this struct. Okay. We start here and just saving everything inside this struct. So the tab PG test container. What is PG test container? Is it yeah. It's this thing that has this Postgres container and a connection string. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. And I guess we're gonna use PG. I knew it. PG test container connection string, and then start the connection. Context again. Context background again, but we already have this someplace here. Why are you doing this twice? What? Why just doing this? CT. Of carbon monoxide. No, the government. Break down the government. And it was saving. Yeah, we don't need to. This could be like this. What are you doing? Of car life, a handshake of carbon monoxide. So no, we are saving the context. Start the migration, storage, migrate up, and we have to load some fixtures, and then we use the context as well for this. Okay, that's all we need, I guess. This is similar to everything we do. I don't know. I think we are repeating this in every test. No change at all. The only thing we do is just change the struct that has this method. Build, store, test, switch. Let's start. Let's tear down. Have a tear down here. Yes, same thing. I guess we're gonna do the same thing for tear down. Ass is a why you call ass? I think switch. Ask for sweet bill test switch. Test is not as a tear down switch. And that's when no parameters. We're good here. Boom, 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 boom. Clean up resources used by the entire switch. Okay, test. Storage, migrate down to 0. And just check the error. Actually receive error as PG test container. Terminate. Pass the context. I don't know why I'm saving the context. I could take context from this function over here, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, when God, say on the ground. Yes. I don't let this happen to my post regress error terminating Postgres container. It's the same thing, exactly the same thing. I will check later how can I improve this. Like, stop repeating myself. So this is the setup. Initial setup for testing. We are using containers. And then this is a test server switch. We need to use this. This is the first function, right? Test server switch. We'll take as parameter AT testing. I think all Go functions receive this T testing. And let's start switch run. Pass the new bill store test switch, and that's it. This is our initial setup. Every test should have this, and now we can start writing our tests. It was important to understand which functions I want to test. I think I need a let me think. Okay, let me move this to here. Get bills by user. This is the first one that I want to test. This is the first one. No, switch. S user, not user, bell storage test switch. Bills with payments. Bill storage. No storage. Yeah, we need. We already have a problem here because the first one is SQLDB that I don't have it in the test storage. Do we have it? SQLDB. We do test storage. So let me say test storage. And let me change this. Yeah, S test storage dot db as test storage query. Nice. This is really good. And no, another thing that I wanted to test is the errors, like the problems with if we can't have problem with this transactions because this method is a transaction. As you can see, get bills by user. We started a transaction. That's what it's called. It transaction. Postgres transactions is a single local unit work that combines one or more database operations, ensuring that either all operations are completed successfully or none of are. None of are. It's all or nothing. What I do here is just if I get error, if I get an error trying to get a payment here, this transaction should fail. That's what I want to test. But for now, I just want to get payment successfully. Successfully. That's the name of my test. Bill store. And I need an ID. So let me see how we do this. Let me see. First of all, bill, storage, get bills by user. Yeah. What we're passing here? ID. So we need to pass the context as context and also user ID. So that's the good thing. Where going to find the user ID? Just trust. Feeling disappointed people going on to the bottom. It's impossible to understand what he's saying, man. Go. A disappointed. First, let me see my. So I have some IDs over here. My fixtures. That's how we have data to test on it. So payments, we have payment Janie, John Doe. John Doe. So let me see my users. All gonna use John Doe. Oh yeah, I asked Claude to generate this. By the way. Jenny Smith, Bob Wilson. So I want the. I know UID has something to get you parse. I know it. Boom, 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 boom. Now I can't close this. I shouldn't close that. I should have. I shouldn't parse. Okay. Do we have must parse? Like must? I think we should. No. I think we do. Let me try this. Oh my god. It's impossible. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why you're... Let's click here. Must. Do we have must? Must parse. Yeah, must parse. Nice. What does this return? I think an error and actually a bill. Build payments and an error. And now we start our test. John Doe. So John Doe has any, provider, devices, bills. John Doe has a couple bills, a couple payments. I'm not sure. Okay, we have the switch. Switch has the methods. The first test we have to do is error, no error. Error. Second test we do is not empty, because this is a bills with payments. Bills is a slice, not empty. And now let me see. How they do tests here? I think we should have this open running. Let me run this build test switch. Let's see. Is this a false positive or this is a positive? Let's try this. Let me change this. Empty. Let me see the. Well, we have assert. Let's see how we can use this as equal. How we measure size goal line? Let me see. Search equal. Okay. As equal. I want to do this. Dot. I think it's length. This is the actual. Let me see. Equal actual and expect. Okay, expect 0. I want an error here. I think length will return the size of this. Not this. Yeah, bill with payments. So expect 0. But that's. I just want to see the error. It's display. If this is, this is okay. Error. So actually have 3 payments. 3 bills, actually. Let's see, this is John Doe. John Doe has how many bills do you have, John Doe? Bills. 3 bills. Netflix, electricity bill, car insurance. While we do with no money, my thank you, dog. Okay, this is running. This is what I want now. Okay, I have a bill. So what I want to do is check whether we have the payments. Boom, 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 boom. So I will use the. Let me see. John Doe. John Doe. Let me see the bill that I want. Netflix subscription, car insurance. How many payments car insurance I have? Oh my god. Oh my lord. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh my guns. Jesus Christ. Electric payments, electric insurance. John Doe. Oh, this is good. Claude is amazing. It's already separating things from just I can see it better. Okay, so I have to. We need 3 payments. It's gonna be the nice way to check this. Go through the. Yeah, that's correct. This is gonna work fine. But what I want is just check the payments. Like, yeah, but I have no idea how to take without using a for loop. I'll have to use a for loop. I'm trying to convert stuff. Let's see. Well, No. Yeah, it's not what I want. I want. Oh my god. Yeah. It's not what I want. It's what I want, like this. Slice, yeah, I want to slice all this. This is what I do. An assertion as I should do this, right? Given. Look, this is the given. When. This is a when. Then. It then should be right over here. When. Okay, this. I can do this when. And then. Nowhere equals to 3. And now I want to check equal. Boom, doom, back to the boom, da, boom, ba, to the. Oh, what I want. Now I want payments, right? I can say, look in your eye. I don't like a Metro, baby. I want just like a Metro. It's gonna make me. Boom, 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 boom. Doom, boom, doom, boom. Doom, boom, boom. Doom, boom, boom, boom. Doom, boom, boom, boom. Doom, boom, boom, boom. Doom, boom, boom. Look what I want. It's just like this, just like it. Length or map. Let's go map. And the not map, index this subscription should be what? Should be what? I would tell you what. Should it be 3 motherfuckers? Let me put 0 because I wanted to air her. I'm so fucking special. Wish I was special. Oh, what the hell am I doing here, motherfuckers? I don't belong here. Oh my god. Run. Let me see. Car. Let me see my payments, man. My payments. Please. John Doe payments. And Netflix have 2 electricity bill. The name. Oh, whatever you want. 2. 2. And another one is, let me see the name, electricity bill, and I think we have 1. It's everything. Joe Doe. Level 1, 2, insurance. Car insurance. Spotify Premium. Gym membership. This is a one. So yeah, we're just checking all the payments. So test get bill with payment successfully. That do 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 do. That's good. That's good. Do 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 do. Do better. I feel better now that gone. I feel better. I got better. I got strong. I feel better. It is nothing wrong. I think this is good. Now I want to check what. This is a good test. Get built by users. Insert build. I think that's enough. This is enough, man. I don't want to do tests anymore. One test is more than enough. Because this is not testing anything. Actually, it is. Insert bill payments. Now I want to check. Okay. How can I check? Take a look at the and tell me how can I test? How can I write tests for the failure scenarios when get bill with payments fail when it's like when an error occur during the payments. More simple. Let's see if this connection is still going. Yeah, we already lost the connection with iOS. Look, iOS can send things, because Android is listening to the events, but iOS cannot receive events anymore because we lost the connection, SSA connection, in iOS side. That happened when iOS goes to the background, is idle. That's what they say. It's idle mode, and then iOS just lost connection. Let me see if yeah, we just lose the connection. But if close the app and open again, now we're going, yeah, now we're back again listening to events. This is another thing that I have to fix. Oh, I think I'm gonna use mocks. We'll see what Claude's telling me to do. This works with existing test containers set up by forcing a database error. I want to force a database error. Drop table if exists payments casted. I'll just clean up the database. This is a good idea. Verify payments related error. Clean up other. Migrate up. And now, browse. Work with current architecture. Cons. Brittle. Require cleanup, not isolated. Mock interface. Mock interface requires refactoring. Recommended. This is the way. So create an interface. Inject a mock. First, define an interface. Yeah, I already have this in place. I think. I don't think so. Mock weary. Args get 0. Oh no. Requires effective start to use interfaces. Yeah, interfaces. I will do this later. Oh, this was the last song in my playlist. A limit. I'm not gonna create mocks here. Okay. I think we are good here. We are good here, man. Seriously. I will do this later. Drop. Mock interface. Update storage, the interface. Oh, God, got it. Not gonna do this. This one is better. Let me do this one. Test bill payments fail when get payments fails. Let me try this one. No, baby's eyes. I wanted this one. Given. I'm gonna drop payments table to force get payments to fail. Cascade. When which ID we are using? We use the same ID. John Doe. Yes, John Doe. When error should be, let me see me gray up. Maintaining for maintenance. That's an error. What happened? That didn't have. Oh, okay, pass. Error. Fail to run migration. Fail to of course, because you fucked up my table. Drop table. Of course, migration is not gonna work. Okay. Not drop. So delete. So what we're gonna do is delete instead of drop. Stop being stupid. Change. Delete from payments. Don't drop stuff, you know what I mean? Delete from payments. Where? Let me change this to where? I think user ID equal to John Doe. Delete. Verify. So error. We're going to receive an error. I don't think so. Yeah, this is not gonna cause an error. Oh, you forget so easy. This is not gonna cause an error. Clean up. So let me then drop table will. It's good. What we're gonna do here is it's pretty bad. Let me see another option. Yeah, this option was pretty bad. Let me see this one. First define interface. Yeah, this is too much work. Simple database approach without dropping tables. We're gonna close this. should run less. Yeah, I cannot control the order of testing. We are closing the database connection. Oh my god. I cannot force. Boom, boom, doo-doo-dum, boom. Yeah, this is the wrong place for testing errors. Operations, yeah. This is not a good place for testing errors. It's just good because I think we can replace the database with the in the handler side, the routes. That's a nice place to write using mocks because this handler accept a mock. Could accept a mock. The bill store is a struct, is an interface. So I can replace this in the handler side. So I can write test for the handler. That's gonna be good. So on the store side, it's just I'm running tests specifically in the database. Cannot force anything here. Search payments. Search. I can't. This is like this one I can test errors. Look, bill store switch test insert bill with payments successfully. Insert. I think I'm done. I'm bouncing. Bye bye. Yeah, we'll write this offline. I'm tired already. Bye bye. Where I finish this here. Bye bye. See you in the next video. Next stream. Live stream.